the edges and you don't know how to treat that fantastic person because of the environment that you grew up in. So that's ancestral baggage. That's about stuff that we've learned environmentally, something that our parents and grandparents and forefathers and foremothers have sort of put in our DNA, and it seeps through there. So that's a whole topic on how to release that, how to identify it, how to use the emotion code, which is subconscious, it's muscle testing. So subconscious, getting your subconscious brain to work with your conscious brain to get the answers that you need to be able to identify what that baggage is, where that trauma is lying in your family, and to release it, to let it go, to honor it and say, thank you, you've made me the person that I am today, but I don't need you anymore, so rack off, Charlie. So understanding past lives and ancestral baggage, and it really is understanding it. And, you know, I've come from a long line of very difficult family members, and I can go through my life saying, but this happened or but that happened and this is why, and justifying being a shitty adult because of my environment and because of the things that happened to the people that were in charge of my environment. Or I can take total ownership for my reactions and take total ownership for and responsibility for the person that I am and how I treat people. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to become a better version of myself. I didn't want that ancestral baggage to impact on my life. So I started healing properly, emotion code healing and letting go of all of that. And those skills, you know, have stayed with me since I've been doing them, and I put them into a workshop because I want to be able to teach other people the fundamentals of how to do that and how to get yourself to that point that you can still be mad with someone from your past if that's what you want to do, or you can be very hurt, or you can feel that sense of betrayal, but at some point you've got to switch that off and put your energy into making the best version of you possible. And that's what the topic teaches you about, how to do that, how to claim back your power, claim back your responsibility and accountability. So it's a very eye-opening topic because we want to be able to get right to the nitty-gritty of the issue and be able to release that issue so we can move forward in a confident, healthy manner and then not pass along that ancestral baggage to our children. So there's also a meditation in there for past lives as well. So sometimes we bring some our soul contract and our north node and our south node are our soul contract in our astrology chart, and we touch on that in ancestral baggage in past lives because our south node is where we've come from, what we need to let go of so we can move toward our north node and our soul contract for this lifetime, what our soul needs to understand and learn and grow from to be able to go to the next part of our journeys, or our soul journeys, not our physical journeys. So it's this we touch on that, and we go through a meditation where I can take you down and find the last 6 of your past lives and see what they look like and see if there's anything that we need to let go of there. So it's just a cool, have a good look at everything and where we've come from and where we're going to next. So it's nice. It's just a nice journey. It's a nice visualization technique. There's also invoking the warrior within, which is an empowerment topic. And when I first started having to go online with my business, because it was very word of mouth for a very, very long time, and I really wanted to be able to empower people to become better versions of themselves, to find that warrior within, that they could champion themselves and champion their emotions and champion their reactions and their triggers and understand themselves, become their own best and favorite topic. And so I have a business called the Warrior Movement, and it's the movement towards being a warrior, being your own warrior and understanding what that means. So, of course, up there with astrology, people are my favorite subjects of all time because we can learn so much about ourselves, and all the secrets to the universe's mysteries are within us. We just don't know how to ask the questions, or if we do know how to ask the questions, we don't know how to listen to the response because we're a lot in our logic brain. Most of the time we're not in our spiritual brain and we don't see the messages. And I'll give you an example of what I mean by this. A lot of people see 1111 or 22 or 33, or I see 1144 a lot, always in that combination, which is just astounding. But the universe is not necessarily saying, here's an angel number, here's more balance in your life, here's social environment for you. It's actually saying, hey, whatever you're thinking about right now, we need you to pay attention to your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating things. So when you see those numbers, you go, oh, there's an 11. There's 1111. It's saying, hey, you need to be in the present moment. And that's how the universe gets your attention. You spot that number and you might be thinking about too far in advance or too far in the past. You're not here right now in this exact moment, paying attention. You could even be driving your car. You know, when you jump in your car and you get to the supermarket and you think, oh, crap, how did I get here? How did I get to the supermarket? That's your subconscious brain automatically playing the tape. It knows the way. We're creatures of habit. It knows how to get to the shops. It knows how to get to your parents' house or to your friend's house or to your local tavern or bar, I think they call them over there. So your subconscious brain takes over. And when that happens, the universe will send you little numbers. They send you the 77 because it wants you to go, hello, what are you thinking about right now? And if you see 1111 or 77 or any of those master numbers, whatever that special number is for you, the universe is saying, pay attention to your thoughts. I need you to listen to yourself right now in this moment. So it's not necessarily the number. The number is a trigger. But it's your thoughts, what you're thinking about. That's what they want you to pay attention to. So give that a go next time you're out there and you're just driving around, minding your own business. The universe is trying to get you to pay attention to your thoughts, okay? They're the things that matter most to you. They need you to pay attention. So empowerment is all about working that out, working out what you're thinking about, how to bring yourself back into the moment, how to champion yourself, how to not be impacted by the environment that you grew up in, impacted by the abusive relationship that you might be in right now. It's all of those things. It's about being able to claim back your boundaries, putting your rules of engagement in place, letting people know that if you're going to be in my life in any frequency, in any way, shape or form, then you have to abide by my rules of engagement. And sometimes they're conversations, sometimes they're silent deals. Sometimes you align yourself so beautifully with your friends and your partner that your ethics and your moral compass are both in alignment, and you don't need to say, hey, for me, cheating is unacceptable, because your partner knows that. Their morals and their ethics and how they view relationships and that commitment they take so seriously that you don't need to explain that cheating is off, is a non-negotiable, is a deal breaker, because they understand that that's the same rule for them. So and I teach people how to put those boundaries in place when in invoking the warrior within, and how to get good practice at it as well. I know that when I was single, I was attracting a lot of people that were very similar traits to the relationship that I had left, and I wasn't interested in attracting those people anymore. So I practiced boundary setting on a whole bunch of first date people. And because there was no emotional attachment to them, there was no sense of duty or sense of responsibility to look after their emotions so much. I could be that little bit tougher on a stranger. And I found that was the easiest way for me to start putting some healthy boundaries in place around intimate relationships. And it worked. It was amazing. So all those skills and all those life shenanigans and experiences and challenges that I've gone through, I've created workshops for every single one of them to give you the skills that I've learned along the way. And perhaps they will resonate with you and they'll help you have a better quality of a life and improve your quality of life and improve your relationships. So soul transformation stuff. Of course, there's a mediumship. I see dead people is what I called it. And I teach you how to tap into your mediumship abilities. Everybody's got it. Everybody's got it. I don't think that there would be one person listening right now that hasn't caught a glimpse of something out the corner of their eye, and when they've looked, there's been nothing there. Or they've just had that funny feeling that they're not by themselves, or they've jumped in bed at night and they're reading their book, and as soon as they put their book away and turn their lamp off, they think, oh, I feel a little bit skittish. I feel a little bit like I'm not by myself. And I teach you how to understand what that frequency shift is, because someone essentially dropped a little stone in your pond. And when they do that, you feel that ripple. So you feel that something's different, but you can't work out what it is. I teach you how to do that. So I see dead people. I literally do see dead people, but not everybody can see them, and that's fine. Some people can hear them. Some people can feel them or smell them or know that they are there or can interpret symbology. So sometimes spirits, especially if they've had respiratory issues, they will let me know that they've had respiratory issues towards the end of their life, so I can identify who it is that I've got with me. And then they might show me in pictures, or they might show me using symbols of what's going on, or and then I have to interpret it. Sometimes they sit down, pull a chair out, and have a whole conversation with me. Sometimes they huff at me repeatedly until I go and do that reading, like I had yesterday. I had a lady huffing and huffing and huffing, and then when I got to where I needed to be yesterday to do the reading, I said, oh, she's huffing. And then I went, this is the same lady that's been huffing at me all morning. So I teach you how to do that. It's a very cool gift to have, because you turn that little bit of anxiety and fear and you turn it around, and you're able to feel a lot more confident when you get that little spidey sense, that little creepy feeling perhaps that someone else is in the room with you. I teach you how to identify it, how to ask the right questions, and how to move them along if you're not getting any response at all. So how to claim back your power when you're dealing with the spirit world, which a lot of people don't realize they've got that power. Manifesting and vision boards. Now, I've actually written a manual for manifesting because I read The Secret and I read a couple of other books, and they terrified me. I honestly thought that if I thought about getting a parking fine, I would get a parking fine, and it freaked me out. I soon worked out that is not the case at all, that you actually need to think fairly consistently, fairly regularly, and constantly pretty much about getting a parking fine for you to actually warrant and manifest a parking fine into your life, okay? So my understanding of how to manifest was very, very different. So what I did was I threw out The Secret, threw out the other two books that I had that were frightening the hell out of me, and wrote my own manual for something that I could understand in terms that were simplified terms. You know, how to actually create vision boards, how to create a manifesting opportunity. The thing is with manifesting is you actually have to 100% believe that you are going to get that. And if you've come from an environment or from a childhood or from a family where you are treated or feel like you are worthless and that you're undeserving, manifesting is hard as balls, okay? It's hard because you already had that mindset that you don't deserve it. So how are you going to trick yourself into thinking that you don't deserve, that you do deserve it, when at the back of your mind constantly you've got this, I'm not good enough. I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm horrible, nobody loves me, nobody likes me. You've got all those feelings. It's really hard to manifest beautiful things in your life because your conditioning, your habit forming is so negatively geared that it's really hard to reach for something positive and believe that it's yours and you can hold it in your hand. So I teach you how to let go of all of that stuff. I teach you how to identify triggers that are causing you to not be a really good manifester. And then I teach you how to manifest based on where the moon was, what day you were born, well, when the next new moon coming in. It's very ritualistic. You don't have to take your clothes off and howl at the moon, okay? But you do need to be aware that ritualistic stuff, and that's what will stand out for you. That's how you create that manifesting magnificence, basically. So, yeah. And then, of course, vision boards. My whole life is a vision board. Every year I create a new vision board. Every year I tick everything off. And I tick it off as I achieve on my vision board because I sometimes we get so caught up in our lives that we forget that we're actually going somewhere. So by me ticking it off my vision board, I'm saying, yes, I've got it. I've achieved this. And I can see that it's actually working. So I teach you how to do that too. I teach you how to create a good manifesting regime, ritual, and I also teach you how to create great vision boards to make sure that you're manifesting into your life what you actually want. And the last workshop is crystal therapy, which is everything crystals, how to use them, how to tap into their frequency, how to use them for intuitive abilities, how to pick one for somebody else, how to pick one for yourself, how to wear them. So if you like any of these workshops, they are $45 Australian per class. You can buy them in a bulk if you like. Please do PM me or check me out on my website, www.insightsbyjanita.com. I'm also on Twitter and I'm also on Instagram, and you will, of course, find me on Facebook. And that's it for me this week. So, again, workshops are downloadable, okay? So I send them to your email and then you download them. They are yours to keep. It is not a login. It's not a monthly ongoing fee. It's $45 Australian per workshop, and you can have it for life. So if you're interested, please do sing out to me. Let me know. Once again, my name is Janita Francis, and I am from Insights by Janita. And it is always a pleasure to be here on A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV.
This is A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Persian medium Fiona is now on avidadvice.com. Psychic Mastermind.
Do you see children in our future?
Yes, of course. I see the building family almost 3 or 4 months.
Wow. I'm wondering if there's any loved ones around.
I feel the energies are calling me about a man. He's tall. He was married before, but it was not a real marriage because it sounds to be the person cheating on him. No kids around, no brothers, no sisters. Your age or almost 3 years older.
I think I might know who this person is.
Okay.
I think I might know who he is, yeah.
Okay.
You may already know of Persian medium Fiona from her radio shows, her television shows, her groundbreaking detective work, and from just about every corner of the web. Only a site with the integrity and the purpose of avidadvice.com could land her. She's available now. avidadvice.com. Psychic Masterminds.
A1R, Lifestyle, Healing and Wellness Radio. A breath of fresh air. This is A1R, a product of Positive Peak.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome. Time for Divine Guidance with Angel Tuzigno. Live from Crystal Clear 101.com. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is Divine Guidance on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Angel's Divine Guidance. Wow. 2 weeks to Christmas. Is everybody ready? It's going to be a fun and wicked time. Remember that the full moon is upon us and the energies are wild and wacky. Get your crystals out. Get your decks of cards out. Get yourself out in. If you're in Canada, we're in a cold snap. Don't get yourself frozen. Dress up for it. Okay, so everyone watching the show today, the card that was shuffled and picked is the Hope card. So that's love and acceptance. So that's just telling us that it's the season for love, unconditional acceptance, doing unto others as you wish done unto you. There's 27 different holidays between the end of November and January 15th, I believe it is. So, I mean, this is across the world. There's many different types of religions celebrating different types of holidays, and we all need to be respectful to that. I personally will say Merry Christmas. That is my holiday. That is what I believe in. I mean, I've lived in a Ukrainian community. They believed in their Ukrainian Christmas and celebrating little Christmas and big Christmas. I partaked in it. I enjoyed their food. I enjoyed the rituals. So just try something new this year, okay? So with the holidays, know that new doors will open and we cross the thresholds. It's exciting to know that we are stepping out of the old and into the new. So think of it as a rebirth, okay? So with the new moon, with the holidays, with the new year beginning, we're being reborn. And with that comes unexpected gifts. And the Spirit has messages for us to walk through the open doors and windows like a little child and embrace it, okay? Just know that for every pain or stressor that we have, that there's always going to be peace and calm that's going to come from that tension and struggle. If you are like me and you like to study crystals, crystals are formed when they are put under pressure. Okay. And under that pressure, that's when they change. That's when they blossom into whatever they're becoming, whatever crystal they're becoming. They just transform under that. We as humans, we get frustrated or uncomfortable. Know that that's our way of being under the pressure, and know that the change is coming our way, that we're going to just blossom into something bigger and better. You just have to bide the time and enjoy the ride and know that this too shall pass, okay? And always know that we go to sleep and we wake up in the morning, that's a new day. It's a new life. It's a new beginning. It's a new experience. It's a new way of expressing ourselves. Try not to bring yesterday, which was the past, into today, which is the future. Okay, so just learn to breathe, taking deep, slow breaths, okay? And let the healing take its place. This brings a new you, a new us, a new sense. We recognize where we belong, that we can truly let go of the old. We are so loved. And the conscious universe is so proud of us, okay? We didn't come here to fix things that are broken or know things we didn't know. We came here because we are in love with life. We are here. We are in love with who we are. We are here because we are in love with the beginnings and the beings in love with life. So just know that when we chose to come to Earth, we came here because we wanted the new experiences. We loved the new. We loved the challenge. But as we have been going through life and we pick up on other people's beliefs and other people's energies, we just kind of get stuck in a rut. And we have to get out of the rut. And we have to move ourselves forward, knowing that there's bigger and better things coming in 2020. I mean, I'm getting lots of downloads at nights. I'm getting lots of downloads during the day. My ears are ringing off the wall. It's like, hello, I can hear you. Just know that there's so much coming. I'm so excited to see what's going to be coming forward for a lot of people. So just hang in there. We're almost there. All right, so let's go to our first caller, which is Keisha.
Yeah.
Are you there? Hi, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. So we got your card, okay, which is the magic of manifesting. So this card tells me that you're really good at getting what you want when you want it, when you truly settle down and you truly ask yourself, what is it that you truly want, that you can create it and make it happen. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It does? Okay. So what would you like to know tonight, or do you want me to just go in general?
You could just go in general. I do want to know one thing, though. Like, I've been in a relationship for 9 years, and I'm really ready. I'm getting older, and I'm ready to get married and settle down. I think he's ready also. Like, he's been working on some things, but I just wanted to know, like, if you see it happening, like, this year or soon, along with
it won't be 2019. Okay. You do have major changes coming in 2020, and I do see a celebration of sorts, whether it's a wedding or whether it's a commitment ceremony. I do see that there is that coming in 2020, but they're telling me that you guys need to get a little more communication going. Like, yes, you guys are on the same page, but you guys have been together for that 9-year mark where you're comfortable. It's like old shoes. You know what I mean? Where you guys need to take the time to actually communicate and be heard. So you guys need to listen to what each other is saying. A lot of your disagreements, I don't want to say fights or arguments, but a lot of your disagreements are because you're not listening to each other. Does that make sense?
A lot of sense.
So
that's a lot of sense. He's a truck driver, and he's very stubborn. Like, he's just head straight on to like working and making a lot of money. So I'm open to listen and communicate, but he doesn't listen and communicate to me because he's comfortable. He knows that he can go to work and everything is okay and when he's ready. But I do need communication with that.
You're going to start having to communicate with him through trucker language, so you better brush up on your trucker language.
Okay.
So you get his attention. Get it? Breaker, breaker.
Yeah.
10-4, big buddy. So you're going to have to learn to meet him because he's so fixated on giving you the life that you deserve and that he wants you to have that he's not taking the time to step back and smell the flowers. So you're going to kind of have to meet him where he's at.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you guys have a dog?
He does.
Okay. Is it a smaller dog? Does he take it on the road with him?
Yes. It's a medium-sized dog. He's kind of big, and he does take him on the road with him.
Has he taken him to the vet lately? The dog for some odd reason has tuned into me, and it's more.
There's 2 dogs now. There's one dog that my daughter has, and it's a smaller one, and then his is bigger. And then there was one that just passed away with cancer.
Okay, was this one that passed away of cancer, was it a smaller dog that was on the road with him?
No.
I mean,
he has a bigger dog on the road. No, it was not. He has a bigger dog that's on the road with him.
Okay. Well, this dog is coming to me as a smaller dog. So for me, when I say a smaller dog, it's like my knee height. Okay? So it's almost like this dog is telling me that it's having issues going to the washroom to go for a pee.
Okay.
So I don't know if that makes sense. You can bring it up to him or you can suggest maybe the dog needs to go to the vet. But it could be that because of being in the truck at all times, that he can't go to the bathroom when he needs to go to the bathroom. Is this dog a male? Because he's coming through to me as a he.
Yes, it's a male dog.
Okay. So just know that that's kind of an issue for the pup. It went in a weird circle when it's supposed to be in general for you, but this dog is close to you.
Yeah. He's
Okay.
family protector dog.
Yeah. So that's why he's coming through on your reading, because he is connected to you in a big way. Okay. Okay, girl, are you thinking of changing job?
No, I actually, okay, here's the thing. This job that I got last February has been amazing, been the best job in my life, and it has been amazing. What I am trying to do is open up where I'm at, because I'm working for someone in Michigan, and we need more sales. So I'm trying to open up here so that my income can go up with him. Even though it's amazing right now, I'm doing multiple things. I'm trying to open up here so that we can make more money for the company, to where he can pay me a little bit more, because I'm like in the middle where I'm making enough, but I'm not making enough to where I can move to a bigger place.
Okay, so this makes sense.
My family's growing.
Yeah, this is now making sense to me. Okay, for you to do this, you're going to need to take some classes or courses, whatever they're going to offer, you take. Okay? Because to do what you want to do, you're going to need to get a little boost in the education department, just to tip you over the teeter. So look at it that January, February, if you can concentrate on what classes you can take to bump you up to do that. And by the time May, June comes, you're just going to be ready to slide into that position that's coming.
Okay. And I'm also doing two amazing businesses of my own that I just started. I don't have the time to put in it. So I have a marketer. She's working it for me. So she's saying that it looks like it's going to be good. And I have to take a course for that as well.
Well, taking a course for that will benefit you in the job position that you're in as well. But don't, you're going to have to get serious with yourself as to what is it that you truly want. Okay? Do you want the job or do you want the business? Because eventually the two are going to clash and you're going to get yourself run down and you're going to lose both. Does that make sense? Because you're burning the candle at both ends. Yeah. So you're going to need to just kind of get yourself grounded and figure out what it is that you truly, truly want. Do you want to be your own boss?
I just want to make enough money. Yeah.
Yeah. But when it comes to a business, you've got to have the time to work it. And in the beginning stages, you're the best person to work it, other than hiring somebody else to work it, because they won't work it specifically the way you want to do it. Does that make sense?
Well, what do you see? Yeah, it does. Well, what do you see would be best down the road? What I'm doing now or my own? See, what I'm doing now, he's been treating me good and paying me good. And like, I haven't had anything that's good in life.
They both will, girl, because you're that good at manifesting. You've manifested both these positions. So my question would be to you is, why would you manifest? Why would you be thinking, I want the freedom and this is what I want, and then think you need to work for somebody else, but yet wish and hope that you were your own boss? Because that's basically how you put it out in the universe when you manifested what's come to you. Okay? So
that's true.
Do you think that you can't run the business and be successful at it?
Maybe I do think that deep down.
Yeah, that's something you're going to have to get serious and really do thinking about. Now, girl, you're good at whatever you do. You just got to have the trust and faith in yourself to do it. and know that you are going to have bumpy roads. There's going to be highs and there's going to be lows. But as long as you stay in tune with your higher self and you're very connected, okay, you get the downloads and you get the information on a regular basis. And you just need to learn to trust that gut instinct that you get on certain things. Something has happened that you've kind of went away from trusting yourself. I'm trying to get a little clearer picture on it. No. But you're going to have, they're coming back that you have to sit down and get serious with yourself. Like you got to ask, be truthful. So not only do you need to get a little more better communication with your partner, you need to get into a better communication state with yourself. So you have to meditate.
I don't know what I want. I don't.
But
meditating. You know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. My kids grew up. My kids are now grown. I am now a grandmother, way faster than I ever thought I would. I'm still young, and I have all this free time, and I'm still young, and I have all this energy, and I don't know what I want to do, and I'm trying to do everything because I don't know what I want. I know that I need to make money, and I know that I can manifest. But
trust the money will. Trust that the money's always going to show up when you need it. Okay. And here's a little secret. We never know what we're going to be when we grow up. We all hit that stage that you're in. Okay.
Yeah.
So just know you've got to start meditating and getting a little more connected with yourself. Okay.
Okay.
Just so that you can tune in. Okay. So I want you to meditate and I want you to start communicating with yourself, and all your answers will come true. And look out for 2020 because it's going to be just a kicking world for you. All right? So you have a great week and a great weekend, and I need to move on to my second caller.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, Danielle.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with us? Hi, how are you?
All right.
So I've got your card. All right. Which is the Master Buddha. Woohoo. That tells me that you are truly connected with your inner voice. So you listen to your higher self quite a bit. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
And you follow it right to the T?
Most of the time, I'm in a bit of a jam right now.
You're just in a little funk because you didn't listen.
Right.
When they told you to zig, you zagged. Because they're showing me the little choof like this. And it's just a minor bump, and it's just something that we all go through and we all have to learn, okay? So know that the little bind that you're in is going to level out and is going to work itself out. You just need to get back to listening to yourself and following it to a T. Okay? So if they want you to zig, you zig, no questions answered. Just say thank you and do it. You've been connected right from birth. And as a child, as you grew up, you've always done what you've wanted to do. Some people have called you stubborn. I don't believe in that. I just believe in you believed in yourself, you still believe in yourself, and you do what you know is best for you no matter what anybody else thinks. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. And this little predicament is you started listening to other people. You were taking other people's opinions into consideration. Okay. But remember, you can take other people's opinions, which is really none of our business because that's their fears and their opinions. It's about them more than it is about us. But it's okay to take those things and put them into account. But in the end, you have to sit and you have to ask yourself, is this what I truly want? Will this make me happy?
Right.
Okay? No matter
Very
what.
happy.
Yeah, you're not right now. You need to shift that. You need to change that. And nobody can do that but you. Okay? So I guess tonight's little spiel will be on meditation. So I need you to start meditating, and I need you to get back grounded and connected with yourself. And I need you to use yourself as your pendulum, which you've always done. You've always asked the question, should I do this? And you've always went with your yes or your no on how it made you feel energetically. Okay? So you need to do that again. All right? Now, just know that there's no guilt for you to end the predicament that you're in and change the direction you're going. Okay? Because we all make decisions based on the information and what we know at that time. But as the days go on and as the seconds go on, we learn more and more. Okay? So now we have more information. So the decision that we made 2 hours ago might not be the right decision for us right now. And I can use the example. You can get up in the morning and say, okay, I'm having a nice big juicy steak for supper. And your mouth waters for that juicy steak. And you get home and it's time to cook that juicy steak, and you open up the fridge and you go, nope, I want a hamburger. And you cook the hamburger. And that's okay. Because all of a sudden your body told you, no, I don't want the steak, I want the hamburger. I wanted the steak this morning, but I want the hamburger now. And that's the same thing when we make choices in our lives. We make it based on the information we have at the time that we made it. But as the days and time goes by, we learn more and what we want changes. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah, not quite clear enough though, just by the yes, or that's a yeah, you're nailing my
patootie. What's going on with me is, I had a friend that got murdered 20 years ago, and I was in the driveway when it happened, and I just told that.
Well, that wasn't your fault, girl.
But I can't help her.
No, it wasn't your fault. It was going to happen no matter what. It's just you were there to see it, and in a way, you crossed her over. Okay? Does that make sense?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
When this happened to her, she wasn't alone. You were meant to be there, so she wasn't alone when this happened. It was going to happen no matter what. It's just one of those things that we have no control over in life. But there's no guilt, and she doesn't want you to have the guilt either, okay? She wants you to be happy, and she wants you to go on with your life and know that she's always with you when you think about her. And I know that the holidays are really hard because you spent a lot of time with her, but just know she's still with you, and she wants you to be happy, and she wants you to go forward. Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. There was nothing you could have done, because if you tried to intervene, girl, you would have been right next to her.
Right.
And she didn't. Right. She doesn't want
everybody
that.
Telling me.
No, don't worry about what. It's easy for everybody else to tell you what you should have done. They weren't there. You were done. You were there. Had you done anything that they were telling you to do, girl, you'd be right next to her. So no, you were protected in ways, and there's no guilt, okay? No guilt. Now, my girl, get a hold of me, get on my Facebook page and message me, and I can work a little more with you because there's only 30 seconds left, so I'm going to be faded out on this. But I know that there's a lot more that you need to discuss on this subject. So please message me through Facebook, and I will continue to walk you through this, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
No, that's my Christmas gift to you because she's here right now, and she has a lot to tell you. Okay? And it's okay to cry. So just let it out and no guilt. She doesn't want you to be guilty. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
I'm sorry. I'm so emotional.
Yeah, I'm going to send you lots of energy your way. Okay? And I don't know why she made me do this. So there's something about the hands being crossed because she made me do it. So that's basically a hug from her. So just know that, okay?
Okay.
All right. So you have a great week and a great weekend and have a wonderful holiday.
This is A1R, the Ask One Radio Network. Persian Medium Fiona is now on avidadvice.com. Psychic Mastermind.
Do you see children in our future?
Yes, of course. I see the building family almost 3 or 4 months.
Wow. I'm wondering if there's any loved ones around.
I feel the energies are calling me about a man. He's tall. He was married before, but it was not a real marriage because it sounds to be the person cheating on him. No kids around, no brothers, no sisters. Your age or almost 3 years older.
I think I might know who this person is.
Okay.
I think I might know who he is, yeah.
Okay.
You may already know of Persian Medium Fiona from her radio shows, her television shows, her groundbreaking detective work, and from just about every corner of the web. Only a site with the integrity and the purpose of avidadvice.com could land her. And she's available now. avidadvice.com. Psychic Masterminds. A1R.
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 A1R. A1R.
A1R.
A1R. The Ask One Radio Network.
You're listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV and Lightning Television. Welcome. Time for the Ask Rebecca radio show with Rebecca Russo. Live from AskRebecca.guru. Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio. Or one of our websites, askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv. This is the Ask Rebecca radio show on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me. I hope everyone had a great week. Life has been pretty hectic over the last several days. You may have felt like you were super busy the whole time and at the same time felt like you didn't get much accomplished at all. So there may have been periods where you felt time was going by extremely quickly, while other times it felt like time wasn't moving at all. And you may have even experienced this within the same day. Maybe in the morning, things felt like they were flying by. And then by the time you hit the afternoon, it's just creeping. For me, myself, there were a couple of times where I would look at the clock and I felt like at least a half an hour or more went by and 2 minutes went by. So it was kind of a weird week for me with that weird time stuff. But let's see. You may have even experienced a feeling of magic, right? It just also had times and moments throughout the week where it just kind of felt like there was this magical energy around. You may have seen some wonderful manifestations in your life, lots of intense energies, good or bad, around relationships of all kinds, money and self-esteem. You may have even been making some important decisions. Maybe you were launching new projects, maybe you launched a business, or you were taking action steps towards goals that you've set for yourself. You may have had periods of optimism, courage, support, changing your mind, taking some risks. Maybe there were some surprise opportunities that popped up as well, new pursuits and hobbies that maybe you started getting into as well. Physically, you may have had periods of high energy and then periods of really low energy, or it could have all, again, simultaneously happened in the same day where you wake up, you're feeling really awesome, you're feeling super great, you've got a lot of physical energy, and then within a couple of hours, you're just like, I got to take a nap. Or it could be the other way where you just really felt like you didn't get much sleep at all, and you wake up in the morning and you're feeling groggy, lethargic. And then by the time you get up, then things start to get going, and then you have high energy. Some of the other physical things that you could have experienced were a ringing in the ears, night sweats, very vivid dreams, just very, very vivid. And so vivid to the point where maybe you were feeling almost like you were aware that you were in a dream and dreaming. So it felt like you didn't get any sleep. Because you were aware of the fact that you were in a dream. Maybe you also had some bouts of nerve pain mixed in with cold body aches as well. Emotionally, you may have experienced peace, happiness, excitement, anticipation, sadness, grief, frustration, guilt, shame, anger, and annoyance. So lots of different things going on this last week. We began a new 28-day moon cycle on December 13th. That lasts until January 9th. This is the rhythmic moon of equality. The descriptive words are organize, balance, and equality. And I'm going to read to you the description of this energy that's in the galactic calendar created by SkyTime. I didn't forget this time like I did last week. So let me just read this to you really, really quickly. And just look how pretty this calendar is. It's super neat. It's probably upside down. But okay, so the rhythmic moon, and what it says is, all life on Earth, including the rhythms of our body, are influenced by the rhythms of ever-changing combinations of celestial movements. Daytime, for example, offers high energy of the sun for outward exertion and communication. Nighttime, conversely, welcomes the deepening of intuition, supporting expansive internal processes. By noticing the fluctuations of nature, we can receive the support of its cycles to enhance our endeavors. As we give attention to our personal rhythms, we can actualize deeper levels of organic balance, both physically and emotionally. A sense of balance can be achieved by accepting that life is a process, an ongoing motion requiring dynamic organization and reorganization, a sacred juggling act. When we organize the elements of our life, we invite efficiency and functionality into our reality. Organization assists us to streamline and coordinate, producing greater ease and equilibrium. May we respect the various aspects of maintenance as the foundation which supports the art of our life. Through the eyes of equality, all moments equally contribute to the sacred balance of our lives. We are reminded that this too shall pass and this too shall return. May we see all beings in the light of equality, finding innovative ways to enact ever greater balance with the web of life. So with this energy for the next 28 days, you really could be organizing the things in your life. You could be balancing things in your life, whether it's balancing work life, balancing, your diet, your exercise. You're maybe going to even look at the equality in your life. So maybe you have some relationships that are out of balance. They're not equal. Maybe you're giving more than you're receiving, or maybe you're receiving more than giving. So all of these things are going to be coming up over the next 28 days in order for you to become more organized, to become more balanced, and to become more equal within yourself and within the universe, your life, everything, basically everything. Okay, so let's get into what you can expect from tonight, December 19th through to December 26th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. General themes. We have some powerful energies playing a significant role in our lives this week, like the solar eclipse on Christmas Day for some and on December 26th for others, depending on where you live. We are still in the energies of the portal activations, especially the 12/12, which will be accelerated on 12/21, with those energies finally subsiding around December 31st. And if you've been experiencing weird time anomalies, feeling like you're in a different world or immersed in the here and now, you're going to see that increase. I mean, I guess the best way that I could say it is the twilight zone, or maybe you're just feeling off in some way. What is happening is timelines are merging into oneness, meaning all the aspects of your soul living parallel lives in other dimensions and realities, past, present, and future, are all becoming one. So you can awaken to who you really are, and it takes time to realize the big picture of what is happening to you. But with each passing day, you will understand more clearly what exactly is going on with you, why you're having to maybe purge and face all the things from your life leading up to this point that might have been challenging and difficult. So it's a lot of emotional purging. It's a lot of things being cleared away out of our lives that no longer serve us for our highest good. And it's really about making a choice to follow the path of the light and service to others, or follow the path of the dark to service to self. And ultimately,